Hey, what's up guys? LegalBro here. You know, as a kid growing up in Maine, my absolute hero was Tom Brady. We had no other sports team, so you gotta love Boston's. But oh my God, when I saw Tom Brady get embroiled in this FTX lawsuit, I'm like, Tommy, who is on your legal team? Who is part of your financial due diligence? Nobody took the time to vet FTX. You didn't send your auditor in there before you invested all this money, gotten all these ads. This is going to be a serious lawsuit. We got a ton of celebrities embroiled in this new FTX class action suit. Take a look below, folks. LegalBro always hooking it up. I bought it off Pacer. I'm giving it away for free. You all deserve to see it. We got a couple names you may know. We got an NBA team. We got a Shark. We got professional athletes. We've got some pop culture figures. Anybody ever heard of Edwin Garrison? All right, that may be the only name you don't know. Defendants in this case, well, you may know the first one, Sam Bankman-Fried. If you've heard it by now, and yes, I did say scam. I think he did scam a lot of people. Prove me wrong, Sam. But let's take a look at the first line. Then there's things that happened with Voyager and with FTX now. That's somebody running a company that's just dumb as Mark Cuban. Interesting quote. Now, I do class actions. This is usually what we do. We'll take a screenshot and we throw it in here. That's a pretty damaging one. That's pretty good for the first page. That's a good grabber. Let's take a look down here, folks. Do you recognize any of these names? Tom Brady, Giselle Bündchen, Steph Curry, the Warriors, Shaq. Are you kidding me? Adonis Haslam, Big Papi. Oh, no, Big Papi. I got a Big Papi signed baseball when I was 10 years old. Trevor Lawrence, shout out to Jacksonville. Otani, he actually got paid in FTT tokens, I believe, which are now useless. Osaka, Larry David, Mr. Wonderful. Are you kidding me? Kevin O'Leary's wrapped up in this. Kevin O'Leary would invest in a company and or not do his own due diligence. I find that hard to believe. Kevin, prove us wrong when we get to discovery and you get to a deposition. I want to see your depo. You send it to me. I want to comment on it. I know you were smarter than that. Other guys, any of these other athletes or anybody else, their team should be fired. Should be ashamed of themselves that they don't know the law. The law on all this is very, very simple. Just do your due diligence. If you are pumping and dumping, if you are promoting garbage, we learned this from Fire Festival a long time ago. You gotta do your due diligence, folks. You can't be promoting company to make a quick buck or maybe a quick million, whatever. But you gotta help out these consumers. You gotta help out these plaintiffs, right? The plaintiffs are relying on you. They look up to you. You can't sell them up the river. Let's take a look at some of the allegations. Deceptive and failed FTX based on false representation, deceptive conduct. Believable, right? I mean, but did they know? Did they believe in FTX? Did they know that old scammy boy Fried was using FTX consumer funds and sending it to Alameda for their liabilities? Take a look at this other video that I've got over here if you want to take a look at that. I don't know. We're going to find out. Here it gets into some of the allegations. So jurisdiction and venue, right? They're down in Miami for this case. It looks like Sam will probably end up having to file for Chapter 7. If he does, we'll show it to you all. That's one of the biggest arguments that the plaintiffs have right now is that FTX was offering unregistered securities. So this cryptocurrency, FTX maintains that it does not offer for sale any product that constitutes a security under federal or state law, right? But here's what it is. An investment contract is a form of security under the United States securities law when purchaser makes an investment of money in a common enterprise with reasonable expectations of profits. We know from the other video that Sam was guaranteeing a return. Now, was that for investors? Is that for consumers? Are these plaintiffs part of it? We don't know. Seems like it might be a security. Now, remember, at the motion to dismiss stage, which I'm sure is where this is headed, we're going to find out a lot about this case. If the plaintiff's case survives a motion to dismiss, well, guess what's going to happen next? Discovery. So what are we going to do? We're going to get depositions of all of these famous celebrities. Let's hope that none of them are confidential so that we can dig them up for you. The defendants aggressively marketed the FTX platform. Tom Brady and Giselle.
What do you think?
I'm in.
Shame, shame, shame. Whoever's on your team, big trouble for this one. Star quarterback and the businesswoman and model, then a couple, became FTX ambassadors. They took FTX stakes. They joined the company's 20 million ad campaign and they filmed the commercial FTX UN. Here's the video if you want to click on it. Oh, Mr. Wonderful. He's all smiles next to his friend Sammy Boy here. Mr. Wonderful. To find crypto investments opportunities that met my own rigorous standards of compliance, I entered into this relationship. Just stop and read that. to find crypto investment opportunities that met my own rigorous standards of compliance. Mr. Wonderful. This is not going to be good. Actually, this is potentially bad for Mr. Wonderful. October 2022, Mr. Wonderful stated confidently that FTX was totally compliant and a safe place to hold assets. O'Leary stated, I have to disclose I'm a paid spokesperson to FTX and a shareholder there too, because we mentioned him, and I'm a big advocate for Sam because he has two parents who are compliance lawyers. If there's ever a place I would be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be in FTX. So you know that they're great people, but he gets the job in compliance, which is why he's working so hard to get regulation. Truly, if you want my opinion, I think what's happening here is that everybody is so confident in Sam's ability because he's obviously a smart guy. And everybody figures because Sam's parents are bright lawyers that there is nothing to worry about. No need to pull back the curtain. Everything must be on the up and up. Mr. Wonderful, cannot wait to see what sort of compliance you did or due diligence that you did. From the sounds of it, whether it's reasonable or not, you probably relied on the fact that Sam had two parents that are lawyers and that he's a bright guy. It's easy for me to Monday morning quarterback. I wasn't a shareholder. I didn't promote it. I wasn't a paid ad man, but man, these guys sure do put a lot of money on the line without allegedly doing their due diligence. Oh man. Why you gotta get Big Papi involved in this? Come on. He's the man. Do you know how many postseason home runs this guy's had and you gotta get him embroiled in a class action? Come on. Steph Curry wasn't wrong here, baby. You'll be anything but bored. FTX is, it definitely is not a boring subject at the moment. Take a look at the hashtag down there, not an expert. Well, you may not be an expert, but you might have had to do some due diligence because you likely were getting paid to promote FTX and may not have known because you were likely getting paid to promote FTX stuff. Sure, Mark Cuban must be thrilled at this one. I'd love to hear his take. I heard him absolutely roast somebody the other day saying
What are you upset about?
Yeah, why?
What do you think? The one air freshener from the NBA is the team that beats us in the NBA Conference Finals. Gotta know that could backfire.
You're a bigger man than that. Cut it
Yeah,
out.
I could be, but I'm not.
that they had a Warriors logo on a product going into Shark Tank. I'm with you, Mark. Like, seriously, you're going to do that? Like, just rub his face in it? Do you want to absolutely tick off a billionaire because you just did it? Well, Mark, you'll be happy to know the Golden State Warriors, they're going to have to put up some dough here potentially. Oh, not Shaq. So Shaq on the Bieber roast might have been one of my favorites of all time. Absolutely hilarious, but man, he might be losing some loot on this one. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and find out. Shaq quoted, I'm excited to be partnering with FTX to help make crypto accessible for everyone. I'm all in. Are you? Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville's golden boy. Well, other than me, I mean, my firm's in Jacksonville. I guess he's a good runner-up. How'd he get sucked into this? Come on. You're better than that. These guys should have lawyers looking at these things. Get a lawyer to look at this. Like, are you kidding me? Ohtani, this is one of the best. Angels, I mean, absolute stud, right? Pitcher that hits. The only thing that Ohtani does that's not so studly, I'm pretty sure he got paid in FTT tokens, which may or may not have been a smart play because now I'm sure his advertising was virtually done for free. I mean, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out if he survives the motion to dismiss. Naomi Osaka, candidly, I don't watch much women's tennis, but I'm sure she's a celebrity given everybody else. Larry David. Oh my God. A face that only a mother could love. Look at that. Now here are all the class allegations and all the Rule 23 filing requirements, right? You have the class definition, all the different parts of Rule 23 filing under a class action. And here we got the counts, right? So violation of Florida Security and Investor Protection Act. Okay. Count 2, FDUTPA. I got one of these right now in Miami going on. FDUTPA. It's Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. Basically says you can't do stuff deceptive and unfair to take advantage of consumers. Civil conspiracy. That's going to be an interesting one. That's tough to prove. Declaratory judgment and requests of relief. If you like LegalBro videos, I want you to like and subscribe below. Particularly, I want you to comment. What's the next thing you want me to talk about? Is there a lawsuit you need me to pull? Is there anything you want me to find? I will find it, especially if it's a federal lawsuit. Send it to me. I'll talk about it. I'll post it for free. I want to give it away. I only represent people in my law practice. I'm not representing any of these businesses or insurance companies. If you want to take a look at some more FTX stuff, take a look up here. If not, I'll catch you next time. LegalBro, let's go, baby.